Alright, and just also really quick before I start, I am on action mode. Alright. We will heed the mysterious request in 3, 2, 1, go. Otto, what are you doing here? You're not coming. Alright, let's head out to Northreach. Let's get this show on the road. Again, movement tech in this game, when you're in towns, you want to jump when there's any kind of dialogue, when you're going uphill or when you're going downhill. That's good. And then if you get an opportunity to bounce off of an NPC like this, you'll get a slight speed burst as well. So that's kind of like your movement tech in towns. All of this stuff applies to the main game as well.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts her in.
I'm gonna bounce off this guard as well, get a little speed burst, although I went right into the torch. Alright, now I'm out of town. I'm gonna quick hop on Ambrosia, my chocobo, because she's fast. And I'll see if I can do some of the cool movement tech here, which is you get a slide going. Didn't quite take that time for some reason. You can get a slide going and you can get a speed burst. I got it for like 2 hops, and then nothing, unfortunately. So I've noticed Ambrosia being a little bit more temperamental lately, so a couple spots here to advance the story. Found a hidden boat down there. What's up with that? Just leaving boats everywhere these days. Go park your boat in the official boat lot. But it turns out there's like a whole secret continent over here that nobody knows about. And an icon that everybody thought was lost. Leviathan. And they're both hanging out over here, so we're going to go check that out. Yeah, you park your yacht wherever you want. That's how yachts work, I believe. Alright, so some more movement tech. We're going to use ignition, especially when we're going uphill, because it's pretty fast. And then I have Phoenix Shift. I'm going to Phoenix Shift and use an attack to cancel. I can only use that when I'm going on neutral terrain or when I'm going down or uphill, though. I'm sorry, downhill. When I'm going uphill, it doesn't work because you'll get stuck like that. And I should have known better.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Sheila.
But I also was finishing my demonstration.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
One thing you can do that's slightly faster when you're going uphill is you can use Odin lunges. You can also use air dodges, which is what I'm doing right now.
Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
I'm actually going to use Torgal to try to get Torgal on them, and when I do that, that'll kind of unlock me, and I can do lunges without cooldown, like I'm in combat, which is nice.
Waiting for me in Sunbreak if I ever get careless.
I can also ignition.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Alright, so there's the first zone line. The other cool movement you can do, I can demonstrate here, is Odin has like this very quick like down thrust. So if you're going downhill, you kind of just glide. But this is really only faster when it's kind of like pretty extremely downhill. Otherwise, Phoenix Shift is faster, although I do have to jump first. So get another opportunity to use Odin right here. Also, whenever you're entering a combat zone, things kind of change a little bit. you already saw it once, but you'll kind of immediately start going towards an enemy.
If the surge was an act of rape,
Once Torgal, once the enemies are kind of taken on Torgal, that's when you can sort of use the lunges without the, like I was just doing there without any cooldown, and that is incredibly fast, so I'm actually using a custom key binding to make sure that I can get Torgal on them as quickly as possible, because otherwise it's really difficult to do while I'm running and spinning the camera and everything else. Yeah, but I can tell I'm okay because then the camera kind of unlocks and then I can just do my lunges. As long as I can still see red squares.
ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north.
In clear view of the bay.
And there's the town. All right, and we made it.
That'll be them then.
Back in town again, so my only real movement tech is hopping and running into NPCs.
Oh, do you think again?
But you do want to be careful not to accidentally talk to anyone, just like in real life. Alright, this is like the item that unlocks all the side quests here. We're not actually going to do any of them, so... instead, we're going to continue the main quest, which is going to check out the...
You may find what you need there, but we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
There's a child who is the... name is escaping me, but basically the person who can channel Leviathan's power. In this case, is like a toddler, which is pretty uncommon. The rest of the game, they're always adults, like Clive. So.
The quickest route to the surge is due east.
Whoops.
Past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
Some Tonberries here.
Worries.
Classic Final Fantasy enemy.
Consumed by their hatred
We'll
for
see a
every
lot more
moment
of them later.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Oh, sorry about that, Ibex. My bad. Torgal, get it. Oops, that was supposed to be Odin.
It's not far now.
And cool visual here where you can actually see the surge. It's kind of like this frozen stream of water. It's frozen in time because they basically cast a stop spell to keep Leviathan from destroying their land.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Oh, I just noticed that. Crap. Okay. So yeah, a lot of movement early on in this DLC run. And then it is pretty much combat all the rest of the way, so it's a nice mix, I would say.
The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
This is considered a non-combat zone, so I actually can't do any movement other than the jumping, which isn't even really that helpful. There's nothing to bounce off of, so we're just going to kind of follow Shula here to the shoreline.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
When I get closer to the end, I will hop again, because the hopping will help me realize when I've hit the load zone and can start skipping a cutscene.
Untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
There. Up ahead.
And then I'll be on to my first boss fight. There we go. Alright, so this boss is meant to be like a tutorial for the Leviathan summon, but because I already have it, the game doesn't make me do the tutorial again. So I'm just going to use all my strong abilities here.
Just a leggy. Rather a formidable adversary.
Oh, look. It has friends.
And I missed a little there. That's too bad. Got the angle just a little bit off. And I actually want to get a stagger on it because I'm not going to be able to kill it otherwise. But I'm going to hit an HP gate for sure. I just used an item that I didn't mean to. That's okay. That happens. Okay. That was pretty good. I think maybe the stagger is actually what I want to do as opposed to not staggering it. In a perfect world, I would not stagger because you don't get to utilize the full potential of the stagger. But honestly, that was probably better for that particular fight. So anyway, back to town. We got to check in. And now we are going to head to the main dungeon area, which is called the Heir of Hours.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Hail, stranger.
Once everyone left me in peace.
Before we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the
Alright, we did
coast.
this area once
Now
before.
we
We're
must
going to
head
do
in
it
the
a
opposite
different
direction.
way.
Left it is then.
Whoops, didn't realize that was there.
There's a large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the Heir of Hours as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them. The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume.
Noticed her, have you?
temple is up there.
Don't worry. Those
Oops.
cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
Oh, that was... I call shenanigans on that. He was not on my radar anymore.
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
Yeah, Phoenix Shift is a really big part of the movement tech in this game, and then some of the
From the north.
Odin quests, or Odin abilities, excuse me,
And
and then Ignition when I can get it.
See.
And then this kitty is occasionally interesting. I'll try to just get past him here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so now we're entering the actual dungeon area. And my first fight here, I'm going to change to my other set.
But why build the Vair here?
And I don't really need Ignition for this fight,
Cast on
hopefully,
Drake's
so...
Eye, this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight. Tonberries like to think these ruins are their own.
They look none too pleased to see us.
That one is going to live. That's probably not a big deal. Let's go get him after this. Oh, Torgal got him. Thank you, Torgal. Okay, so then I want to make sure I get these when they all appear with Tsunami. Not too difficult here. What the? Oh, I guess that one was technically not... It was hiding behind a rock. That's not cool. You. Bad Tonberry. Alright.
While our numbers dwindle, theirs seem only to increase.
That was unlucky.
As if they were feeding off our suffering.
Alright, now we got this guy.
Could this be their leader?
More than welcome to ask.
I think I just used my potion again that I didn't want to. Oh, no I didn't. I didn't actually use them either time. That's good. Really want to get him with stuff while he's in that zone, that thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't get that. That's too bad. This should definitely finish him off. Okay. I think some of that was that stray Tonberry that got away from me at the fight before this, but...
That could have been worse. I suppose.
Whoops, I was turned around.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, it's that there's always something worse.
Alright, and then the next boss fight is just up here. I'm gonna have to dodge some enemies first. Portal kind of cleared the path for me there. Thank you, boy. So I actually want to... I always forget this. I want a Zantetsuken for this. And this will also take care of all the other enemies that are on this map. This is the perfect time for this, except I just missed. Didn't quite get out of the way of Blaster, but that's okay. Alright, perfect timing on that. Okay, got it. Perfect. And my next fight is also a boss.
Is that the nave?
Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
Alright, now for this fight, I definitely want to try to hopefully do a better job of avoiding this other stuff. Like, I want to try to get him parried when he does his other thing. I think that's actually going to be really important to this fight. So I want to parry him here. Get ready.
What's wrong with its skin?
There we go. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to do. God, this thing has the best cooldown. Oh, I just missed that parry. Darn.
It'll be over soon enough.
Oh, I messed that up. It's okay. I can't die while I'm in limit break, so not a huge deal. I do want to get him staggered, though. There we go. Okay, this is going to be fun now. So I got all my abilities off during that. Oh. I should have been ready to parry that again. That was on me. Now I just gotta find the best way to finish him off here. Okay, and that was that. Alright, so that was good. I missed one parry. Did pretty good on the rest of it, so cool.
Blue veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
I can feel its ether from here.
Alright, now we're into the second part.
Is this Leviathan's doing?
Well, it certainly
There's a couple
wasn't
potions
ours.
there. I'm gonna grab them for
When he
safety.
realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
And I need to change ability sets. There we go. Got some kind of nasty monsters up here.
I could, but they are.
So we're going to build up our Zantetsuken here. Torgal's going to watch on excitedly. And ideally we want to get it pretty close to 5, but that unfortunately didn't happen there. I think I got a good angle here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Yeah. Pretty close. I just have to finish off these bombs. Is unfortunately kind of a difficult task. That was pretty good. Okay, and I'm feeling turned around, so Torgal, which way is it? It's that way. Thank you, boy. And I just want to make sure... Oh, okay. That was rude. Oh, I didn't quite get that. Okay, well, let's just get it to 5 this way. That's fine. And Tsunami.
All this easy.
Alright, so I have a fully charged Zantetsuken now. For this next room, which is really helpful. Because these enemies are just kind of all scattered throughout. So we're going to Zantetsuken. Should take care of everything in wave 1. Alright, and we're going to Dancing Steel to charge up again. Almost there. And we'll just Zantetsuken again, shall we?
I can only imagine what this place must have been like
over
before
here.
the attack.
This would have been a hall of worship. There was something similar in my father's keep. The priests would deliver their sermons from the dais. Your father?
That was a mistake. Alright. We have one more Master Tonberry up here and friends, which makes this fight kind of a pain. But hopefully it'll just go smoothly.
Just let me pass. It's all right. We'll get through this.
I need to get locked on him. Not that one. I need to get locked on that one. There we go. Parry, so get this down. That's gotta stagger him, right? There we go. This is kind of where I wish I had Odin again. Whoops. Gotta be careful here. These can actually just kill me. And I kind of can't get over there, which is also annoying. I want to parry him again. Let's see if I get to. Okay, I'll get him here in just a second. Oh, that was bad. I missed the big one. Okay, but I got him now. Because when he finishes debone, he goes into a quite a kind of like he's not moving for a minute. You can really kind of take him out. Okay, that's done. And we just got one bomb left. That should take care of him. Okay.
The path is clear.
All right, we're all set.
One last climb then.
Actually, that was probably a gold split. I just didn't quite do it. Okay, so now we get to take on the Timekeeper.
My ancestors never warned us about this.
It wasn't meant here for them. I doubt they even knew it existed.
I should... Alright, and we'll get that Giga Flare off into the Lightning Rod because I got the parry. Always a good way to go. Okay, and that gets me to my first cutscene, or my first moment. Hey, Surly, thank you for doing the thing. Appreciate you. I love this game. I love the DLC. I love everything about Final Fantasy 16. This fight can be a little scary, though, so we'll see how it goes here in the second half. It's really hard to do this fight optimally because he will just randomly freeze the board.
It would sooner die than fail its
Maybe not randomly, but he will freeze the board, which is very difficult to deal with.
Then it leaves us no
But we got kind of a nice reset here moment here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Trying to find a good moment to do that, to do Odin. And he ran right into my lightning rod, so that's always good. You'll love to see that. Yeah, there's the first freeze, though. I made him lightning rod that again. That should be good. Yep, nice. And that takes off a ton of his stagger bar too, and I really need that to... Oh god. Really need to stagger him here, because he will actually refill his stagger bar on me at some point. Okay, this is a good time for this. Except he just flash froze, of course. Ow. He's gonna freeze again in a second here. I can try to get a few abilities off in the meantime, though. That was very good. Okay, I really need to get him staggered here, because he's about to reset on me. This is unfortunately not going to be good enough. Just trying to get him staggered. There we go. Okay, nice. This will help a lot. That was not really how I wanted to do that. Yeah, I kind of just have to deal with him freezing over and over again right now. I totally just wasted a... This one should be fine. Hopefully I'll dodge it. Nice.
It's getting angrier by the moment.
Yeah, he's unfortunately on an HP gate right now. I kind of just need to let him get out of this. He's going to do his last thing here. Ow. Gotta be careful here. That was good. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Oh, that I didn't think I dodged. Oh god, careful. Careful, don't die. Thank you. Can't die right now, so that's good. Okay, that was a really good fight. Yep. I was like, that felt good. I hit all of... I didn't, like, whiff on anything. Yeah, I mean... Good stuff. Yeah, you should definitely finish this game. It's so good. I cannot say enough good things about this game. It has Torgal. What more do you need to know? Alright, so I'm up on my last segment here, which is the Leviathan fight. Almost. I have one more fight I have to do before then, but not much left.
More of your playthings.
I don't actually have to fight these. I can run through them. Although Torgal can't really help me, unfortunately, so... Yeah, there's like one more of them up here. I'm gonna try to get a good tsunami here. I got that perfectly. Let's go. Alright, and then this will finish that off. Nice. Okay, and we are off to the end. Oops, that was a very bad angle.
Right. I heard you the first time.
Alright, so we're actually going to go get into the Leviathan fight here. This is technically a non-combat zone, so that's kind of the last cool movement thing I can do. My sword did stay out for a second, but...
I'm not here to hurt you, Wallius! Fuck. That was too close.
going to kind of just auto-scroller my way to the actual fight here. There isn't anything that's going to actually happen to me. The jumping occasionally seems like it keeps you from getting, like, knocked back, but I'm not totally sure on that. And then, yeah, we'll be into the iconic icon battle.
No more hiding.
Which is like a thing in Final Fantasy 16. It's the big kaiju battle. Okay, here we go. So this phase has like 5 phases. It is very involved. We start off the fight in Leviathan's mouth for some reason. I'm sure it's fine. Thankfully, we are not tasty. And in my Ifrit form, I also have some special abilities. I have a wind-up equivalent called Brimstone, and I have a Gigaflare equivalent called Spitfire. I'm going to want to start with a Spitfire here. And with all things Leviathan, I'm going to want to try to target the head, because it'll deal extra damage. You'll know when I'm hitting the head because it'll be yellow. The damage numbers will be yellow. I can get up to 30 Spitfire, so I just missed a little bit there. And I want to close in. If my damage is good in this phase, I will actually skip an entire part of it, so definitely want to do my part to keep the damage flowing here. Kind of messed up a little there. Chop to the tail. Leviathan also does enough damage that it can actually be kind of hazardous to my health. Which isn't something that's been a thing except for maybe in a couple fights, but on action you do take quite a bit of damage, so. Alright, good dodge there. I want to try to throw these charged fireballs at him when I can. This is a tricky one to dodge. Got it. Okay, good. And there's a partial stagger. Get Brimstone again, and then hopefully Spitfire. Where is he? Oh, there's your head. And I'm hoping I'm past the damage threshold where he will not do what is called Grand Fall. And I should know here pretty quickly. He's not doing Grand Fall, so that's good. I'm probably pretty close to getting through this phase. Oh, I did that. I got a little greedy there. Oh, he is going to do Grand Fall. Okay, just missed it then. This is tricky. This can do a lot of damage if I mess up, so I've got to get my dodges and then dodge that. Okay, good. I'm going to actually get a stagger here, which could be very good for my damage overall, because, yeah, I'm going to get a Spitfire in this stagger. The reason I want to skip Grand Fall is just the animation is so slow, and I can't really interact with him while he's doing it. So I kind of just have to sit there and dodge, but the fact that I got a stagger out of the deal, probably not the worst thing, so I'm cool with this. Probably not a big deal. It's going to be like 3 million extra damage, yeah. And his damage is all basically cumulative, so it doesn't matter that I deal more or less in one phase. He doesn't really have any HP gates till the very end, but he just has so many hit points that you can't reasonably, like, you can't actually skip a phase or anything, so. So yeah, we'll see how that goes with the getting Grand Fall. Ideally, I'd like to not get it, but I did get a stagger out of the deal. And then all of my abilities are going to like, the cooldowns are going to take care of themselves during this cutscene, so I didn't really miss out on any Spitfires or Brimstones or anything.
What is this? Come before the storm.
I'm gonna try something a little different this time. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna stick with what I normally do, which is open with Spitfire. It's really hard to keep it on him, but if you do, you can deal a ton of damage and then get your cooldowns going again immediately. So do this QTE really quick. And then I should be good to go here. One thing I also need to remember is for breach, I have to actually skate out of the way. I'm telling myself that now. Alright, so this is really hard to keep it on him because he's going to just kind of squirm around. I didn't get all of it on the head, but I did get most of them, so that's good. This is a little... Okay, now I should be able to get Brimstone after the snap. Good deal. Alright, very important again to dodge his abilities because everything he does just deals so much damage. And if the game is not as nice. This is like the one fight in the game where the game is kind of not really cool with the checkpoints. So if I mess up, I will have to actually go back multiple checkpoints. Potentially, depending on, like, if I was to die. It would depend on when I died, but yeah. This is where I have to skate out of there. Okay, good. Did that wrong the last couple times. Probably have to do that one more time. Alright, Spitfire again. Spitfire. Come back down here, buddy. I need a quick dodge because he's about to do a water jet. Oh, he... or not. Okay. Alright, I'm already through another phase. That went very smoothly. So this next phase is the, what I call the DPS check. He's going to threaten to do a move called Tidal Wave, and if I don't deal enough damage to him in the set period of time, he will absolutely, it'll be an automatic game over. So I have to get in there, deal a ton of damage. I'm pretty sure because of how my Spitfires went, I can't get a 2-cycle here, but I'll certainly try. The one good thing I can do to help myself here is I can chain aerial combos, and specifically the timing on that one is really good. Okay, I didn't get the second chained one, but that's okay. The reason that the chain combos are so important is if you can't chain them, the aerial combos only take 3 hits before you get to do that other ability called Backdraft. And if you do ground combos, you only get 4. So I got another chain combo here. I unfortunately didn't use my Brimstone. That was probably a mistake. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 3-cycle. I think it was already going to be a 3-cycle because of where my Spit Flare was, but that's okay. See if I can get another chain. Actually, I need to dodge. Yeah. That was more important that I dodge there. Okay, I did get the damage, but it's okay. That was... he actually interrupted my spit flare there, which is very unfortunate. Okay, but the nice thing here is I'll get him out of here, and then he'll be staggered, and I'll just be able to deal a ton of damage to him there. But I do really... I was going to say, I really want to get my aerial combo there. Alright, no problem. Oh crap, I almost failed that. That was closer than I've gotten to failing that in a really long time. Okay, well that was fun. That was terrifying. It's been a very embarrassing way to go. Alright. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that's a really tough one to dodge. I actually think the reason that was so close is because he interrupted my split flares. But I'm in pretty good shape right now. There's a lot I really do like about this fight so far. There's my partial stagger. Oh, that was a really bad dodge on my part. It would be really nice if I could get a stagger here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I got it. Okay. This is good. This is going to make his last phase really short. Hopefully. Alright, so we're going into his desperation phase now. So this is the last phase here. He's going to start off with a big whirlpool ability that will absolutely kill me if I get sucked into it, but thankfully I should be able to dodge it.
Well, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda would be proud.
Just have to get all the way over here. And I should be clear now. And I can hit him with a bunch of charged fireballs while I'm waiting for what's next. He's just going to kind of run through a bunch of really nasty scripted abilities, and there's nothing I can really do about it, so... I can try to get him some damage with these, but... Most important thing is I don't take damage, because this is going to all do a ton of damage if it hits me.
Warriors! Warriors! How long can I keep this up?
That was very good. Oh, I didn't quite dodge that. That's okay. That's okay. Still have one healing item. And that was the scariest one right there. Almost to the point where I can really kind of unload on him again. Once I get out of the way of this one, okay. Now I can use Spitfire again. I don't even have to touch anything, it'll just automatically hit him because he's not moving at all right now. And then... very close to a partial stagger here. I might even be able to finish him. I'm not quite there, but I'm really close to finishing him off. That might have been it, actually. Yep, that's it. Okay, I just triggered his final phase, so time will be after he takes the final hit here.
Not this time.
This is definitely going to be a PB. This is going to be a really nice run. This was a very solid run. I like this run a lot. Felt like I played really well.
If that's what you want.
Alright, so one last clash from me.
You've had your fun, Leviathan.
Do my final ability here.
It's time. You went back to sleep.
And time's going to be when it says Leviathan tame, because we're not going to kill Leviathan, we're just going to tame him. He's just going to be resting. Not going to be a sub 55, unfortunately, but pretty darn close. All right, and that is the big fireball, kaboom, and time. Ooh, now that was a good run. Minute 33 PB. I will take that. Good deal. All right, so there goes Leviathan. Back to sleep, and the little baby's gonna wake up, and we're gonna save the day.